Okay, not, this thing doesn't tell me whether I'm live or not. Can you guys see me? Hopefully you can see me and hear me. Let me know in the chat. Let's move my keyboard. Am I live? I can't tell if I'm live or not. It thinks I am. No comments in the chat. Let me... Okay, good. Thank you for letting me know. Hi everyone, welcome. Sorry about the delay there. The one thing with this particular streaming software is it doesn't let me know like the other one, but I like this one because I can zoom in and out, so I like using it. I'm going to start off with some Happy Mail because we're going to be playing with some of this Happy Mail. So I'm starting to get birthday cards already from the Craft Roulette Card Exchange. This one here is from Teresa Farrington. Isn't that pretty? And then just a lovely birthday wish inside. Does she have it? Oh, that's sweet, right on the back too. And then this one here is from, I don't think this is a birthday card. Just a summer card from Delina Albero. So enjoy summer in full bloom. And she always sends me cards multiple times a year. This is really cool. She's got a little piece of plastic here to make it look like a window. It's beautiful, all these beautiful little die cuts. Very cool. I'm using OBS Studio because the StreamYard doesn't let me zoom in and out, and I want to be able to zoom, so there's that. Hey Ramona, hey Shanna, hey Michelle, hey Scrappy B, hey Melissa, hey Chow, hey Kelly, hey other Melissa. And this one is from Paula Rice. Age is merely a number of years the world has been enjoying you. Well, isn't that sweet? I recognize this card layout. Hey Pam! Joining me from Ohio. Wishing you a very happy birthday. Your Craft Roulette friend Paula Rice. Very lovely. Now this card, this is a mind blower right here. This is from Cheryl Jackson, and this she did, let me find where she said, it's a crafting file from Dreaming Tree, using her scan and cut. Look at this. Stop it already. Isn't that cute? It's super sturdy too. So, handcrafted by Big Heart Cards, Horsefly, BC, Canada. I love this. This is just amazing. Okay, and then I got a birthday present from my friend Chow, and I already know what it is because Amazon let me open it already, but I thought I'd open it with you guys here. Isn't that a cute card? I love it. See, sometimes having your scan and cut or your Picket or other things are really handy because imagine all the dies it would take to create and cut this card. Too many. Too many. So she sent me this because I wouldn't buy it for myself. And the reason, because nowadays if I want to buy something I have to put it on a credit card. And so I have to think long and hard whether I'm willing to go into debt for something. So, here we go. And, okay, so here's what the packaging looks like. And this is, by the way, what's it called? It has a name, a stamp and spin tool. And it fits on this apparatus, which is the Sizzix stamping platform. Oh yeah, hey Maddie, hey Gloria. Okay, let's cut the wrapper off. I didn't realize they were clear. So, and it's got some instructions here on what to do. So, what's this? Oh, that's neat, whatever it is. So, you're supposed to, looks like, remove this platform, and it's stuck to my sticky mat. I was looking all over for this sticky mat. I didn't realize I had stuck it in here. So, these come right off. Okay. Saw somebody say hi to Kathy, but I didn't see anybody named Kathy come in. Well, hi Kathy. Let's move this out of the way. The only thing, the pitfall of this particular platform is that it's so humongous. And that's why I wanted the ability to zoom in and out. So then this apparently fits on here. Like yay. Okay. And then a couple of months ago, she sent me some stamps that are designed to go with it. So I thought in honor of summer, I'd do some lemons. Hey, Marva. Yeah, they're playing at Stamp Away. So, I'm not sure what this thing is for. Let's see if this is just pictures. Let's find it in English. Remove the stencil adapter and stamp plate from the base. Remove the release and liner from the sticky grid sheet. Which, did they send me one? Is there one in here? I don't think so. No, there isn't. I don't have a sticky grid sheet either, so I'm going to attempt to use it with this thing. Open the stamp and place the surface project to be stamped onto the sticky grid sheet. Affix a stamp. Okay. Pretty cut and dry. So I think I'm going to want to be coloring with alcohol markers. So I guess what I need to do is kind of decide kind of where the middle is, ish, or middle top is maybe what I want. Looks a little crooked there. I can see why you might need the sticky grid because it's got markings on it. No, that's way over. Oh, it keeps lifting this too. Maybe I don't want to use this. Let's see what else I have. I might have some sticky grid. Let's see. Here's sticky mats. What do I have? What's this? Oh, these are the little scrapbook.com ones. I bet I could just put some tape on there and tape it down. Oh, those words you just said, Melissa. Press and seal. I'm going to try this. I don't know. Nope, needs to come over a little. I haven't even really watched any videos on this thing, so I did watch Simon Hurley do one. And I'm using, by the way, the Crafty Critta new paper, which I love for alcohol marker. Good thing I'm going to trim this off a little. Let's get it over just a tiny bit more and try and get it on there fairly straight. Well, for Pete's sake. Pretty soon I'm just going to say, that's good enough. Let's come over a wee bit more. Just a wee. Okay, that looks centered. All right, so let's get out these brand new stamps. I think I want to do the small lemons to start. So you would, let me turn this way, let me get that out of the way. Stick it in one of these sectors, I guess. Okay. And let's use the ink on 3. Yeah, I would love to go to a craft show someday. This thing is really heavy, by the way. I mean, not like uncomfortably heavy. It's just a lot heavier than I expected. Do 2 just for good measure. And then you lift it and turn it. 1, 2. Okay. Pretty easy. Turn it. 1. Oh, okay, just 1. Just turn it to the next click. So it does make a clicky sound, so it lets you know you're at the next spot. Is this easier than my, what's that thingy called that I have? That Altenew thing. You know what I'm talking about. So it looks like the stamp moved a little bit there, and I'm not sure how that happened. Stamped it twice. The stamp itself didn't move, but somehow something moved. And I'm going to keep going clockwise till it clicks again. Yeah, Kelly, okay, I gotcha. Yeah, I didn't get to try one ever, so I'm just kind of going with another click. I mean, it definitely, the stamp tool itself takes up a lot of real estate on the desk. And another click. Okay. Got that part done. Now I want to add the little blossoms. I miss fruit trees that we used to have out in California. Lemons, oranges, avocados, all the good stuff. Okay, let's see here. Put this guy back. Oops, let's try opening it first. Have I got it completely backwards? Yeah. Okay, how does this go? Putting stuff back is tricky, huh? Go right there, that's close enough. Let's do the little flower. Now, oops, there's a leaf too. How am I going to get this flower in here without getting it over top of the leaves? That looks like it'll work. We'll see you here in a minute. Hey, Linda. Wine and the dog taken care of. That's everything. Well, yeah, Gloria, I have a walker for those kinds of occasions. Yeah, that'll work. Goes over just a tiny bit, but that's all right. These are pretty good stamps too. I mean, I didn't even remember to condition this one. It's stamping out nicely. That should be it for the flower. You need to get some leaves on there, and I might do some lemons coming out that way too. Okay, rag. There's lots of leaves in here. I kind of like the raspberries too. I love lemon and raspberry. I love lemon anything, but yeah. Let's see here. If I did a leaf here. Let's get those. Let's get the little. Do I want the strawberry or the raspberries? I want the raspberries. Nope, the raspberries are too big. I don't want big raspberries. There's a small strawberry here, but it's big compared to the lemons. If I did that, then I wouldn't get any leaves in unless I got them onto the outside. Wait a minute, maybe. Let's see if I can find a smaller leaf. Here's a smaller leaf that I can probably fit between the lemons. Sorry if my head gets in the way. Okay, we're taking a chance here. Yeah, same outcome as the stamp wheel. That was the word I was looking for. The only thing is with the stamp wheel you have to pick off the top, and this you don't. That's basically the only difference. Yeah, I'm not crazy about how that landed, but we're going to live with it. We'll fix it in the coloring. We all know strawberries don't grow on trees. Neither do raspberries. Well, kind of, they grow in bushes, but yeah. It does fill in the, see, I'll have to trim a little because I got it a little crooked, but I'm not mad. Yeah, it looks like I can go. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, Sizzix. Alright, let's put these stamps away, kind of, and color this. Make it into a card. That worked out well. I don't really want to lose that piece, so I'm going to slide it up here. Let's get this out of the way. I'd probably use that more than I would use the stenciling tool. Okay, so excited. I did go into debt for my birthday and completed my Ohuhu set. So, let me choose some colors for the lemons first. And I think I'm going to go with Y070. That's YR. Where are my Ys? Here. Y070. know you're here because I watched you. Sometimes they're hard to see though. Y270, Y120. Where are you? This is how I have them stored. I have them stored in these things, and these are from Joann. They're $2 a piece right now. Yeah, I mean, I already had a bunch of them, but I wanted to complete the set. Here's Y070. What else did I say? Y070, where is that? That's the darkest. Let's go Y080. And let's go Y030. So I have here lemon green. Well, that doesn't look green to me. Let me just make sure. The color names are weird. Yeah, something's wrong there. That's not what I want. Oh, that's G070. Dummy. Let me find the Y070. Where are you? G. I knew there was something wrong there. That's weird. It's not where it should be. Oh, okay. Acid yellow. Let's just make sure that's what I'm looking at. Yeah. And I bought the ones with the fine tips because I prefer the fine tips over a brush. The brushes are fine too, but I prefer the fine tips. So let's take a look at these lemons and decide how they should be. I think they're going to be darker up here. Maybe darker around here. Darken the little shadow areas. And then go with the Y080. So I'm starting with my dark color and working out. And the thing you have to keep in mind when you're working with alcohol markers is that they're wet, and so the color looks a little weird until they dry. And I think I'll use the brush to fill in. So it looks darker than it actually is until it dries. Mickey Mouse, wait a minute. Why? Because we like you. Oh, that's sweet. I love that. Okay. So let's just complete the lemons. It's going to be darker here. A little bit of darkness around here. Go with the Y080, which is called Lightning Yellow. Go with the lemon chiffon, and I'll use the brush to fill that in. See, what I like is that I'm really sloppy. I make a hot mess when I'm coloring, so it's really handy to have. Let me just zoom in a little bit for you so you can see the coloring here. And you see how it lightened up quite a bit as it dried, those yellows. And especially sometimes on black ink, if your ink's not completely dry, you could have issues. But these lemons are super easy to color. Hi, Judy. You get to watch it, yeah. There's 70. And this one I kind of messed up on, but I'm just gonna pretend I didn't. I might take my black pencil and make a dark line there just make this lemon stand out a little bit more and take advantage of that double line. I'm going to add some Astro Paste to this too. I got it out on purpose. I thought I was going to use the raspberries though, and I ended up using the strawberries, but that doesn't matter. Lemon, summer fruit. So it's really hot here, y'all, and I know you all can commiserate wherever you are, because I understand it's pretty hot everywhere. And north of me, they're getting some pretty severe weather. Oh, that's neat. I've never been to Disney World. I went to Disneyland back in 1977. So that's a long time ago. And I was super bummed because Magic Mountain was closed. Or not Magic Mountain, but what's that thing? The Matterhorn? Because back when I was 17, I still enjoyed riding rides. I wouldn't get on one now to save my life. Nope, that's a double no. Except maybe like those kind that are in the water, that are kind of like a train in the water. That looks like fun. As long as they're going slow. 070. These are easy to color. Now on their sample, they give them a watercolor look. And you could certainly do that, but I'm not gonna. Oh, good. I'm glad you're supporting Shanna too. My speakers blew out on my PC, so I haven't really been watching a lot of videos because I don't really enjoy watching them from my small screen. But I can't hear them on my PC, but Mike got me some speakers today. So now I can get back to watching people's videos comfortably. Okay, that's the lemons. Now these flowers, they're usually kind of white, I think. Let's look at the picture here. It's pretty tiny. Oh, they're kind of a yellowy white. Let's do the leaves. Oh, let's do the strawberries. Let me put my Y's back. Y, get in there. Why not? Okay. Let's look at the chart for the strawberries. Looks like R2, R12. R2 and R12. Maybe R4. No. R2, R12. Maybe R1. Okay. Put this around. R2. What did I just say? R2, R12, and R1. So these are vermilion, rose bouvard, and coral pink. So the R2 was the darkest. Ooh, German chocolate cake, yum. Okay, this one only has a brush, so I'm going to be very careful coming in. around these leafy parts. These might take a little bit more time because they have more kind of a delicate R2, R12. R12 and R1 look pretty close. It looks like maybe I shouldn't go with R1. It looks like I should go with... This is why I love this chart. And by the way, this is from Sandy Alnook. And I absolutely love it. Let's try R190. There's a lot of R's. I have them all together, kind of. R110. Let's see, R120. Where's R120? What one did I say I wanted? I forgot already. Oh, I want R22. Dark blush. There's what I want. Okay. So R12 is next. Let's see. Yeah, this only has a brush tip as well. As does this one. I'll just blend those all together. One strawberry. Hi, Jay. I love this paper because it doesn't really bleed or anything. It's really lovely. Give that a little bit more dimension around here. R2. Oh, I need an R12 next. Let me just get the wrapper to that paper so you know what it is. It's called Stamping Blending Paper from Crafty Critta. This is, I want to say it's 100 pounds, 250 GMS. It feels like at least 85. There's the answer. The paper I'm using is this Crafty Critta Stamping Blending Paper. And they were kind enough to send me this for free to try, which was super cool. Yeah, it's brand new. Brand new Crafty Critta. Okay. Isn't that really nice? It just blends perfectly. I don't know if that was their intention to use this for alcohol markers, but oh my goodness. I like it even better than the Express It. And look, I'm not a super experienced alcohol marker colorist at all. But I sure am having fun learning. Adult Beverage Jay may have bought. Oh, let's just talk about Adult Beverage Tracy playing Farmville. No, let's don't. I spent a lot of money on that stupid game. With maybe something on board. So too with the pinks. And that was my big complaint about alcohol markers, is I couldn't find any pinks that I really loved. But the problem is I wasn't waiting for it to dry, so it's a different color until it dries on the light pinks. So just keep that in mind too if you are new to markers and you're going to do the investment. Now, I won't say never, but I most likely would never buy Copic markers because they're just too cost prohibitive to have all the colors. You know, 3 or 4 colors or 5 or 6 colors, but to completely invest in Copics, I wouldn't do it. R12. Yeah, I do too. I'm just really, really enjoying learning, teaching myself how to color and watching other colorists and seeing how they do it. And, you know, paying attention to certain rules like shadows and lights and hues and all the things. So see, when you look at this pen, it looks orange. And you're like, that's not pink, but it is. Is it like the color it blending card? I don't know what that is. Like I said, I'm fairly new to this. The only other I had is I bought the Express It, and this is like really, really smooth, and it's also very, very, it's thinner than this. It's a little bit wider. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. It looks about, maybe this is a little wider. Huh. Anyway, it feels about the same. But the price is right too, compared to the Express It, which is kind of expensive. Yes, exactly. That's exactly why swatching is so helpful, because they do dry back, and you know, if you don't do it, then you're never going to know, and you might not ever pick those up again because you're like, nah, I don't like, you know, neon orange on my strawberries. See how it kind of looks orange there, but it's going to dry back to this pretty little pink. You might not suck at it, Diane. I thought I did too. But, I mean, honestly, these are, for the 320 marker set, they're less than $1 a piece. Versus Copics, which are like, I don't know, maybe $7 a piece. So, yeah, there's just no way. And then I start hearing things about Copics, about them drying out, the lids cracking, and all that stuff. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not spending my money. And I did buy a set of gray Copics. Forever ago, on clearance or on sale at Michael's. And one of them dried out like really quick, and I was super disappointed. I like the tri-blends too, but they bleed a little more, and what I've noticed here on the tri-blends is that the tips wear out pretty quick. I've had a couple of them wear out on me already. These you can flip it over. There's a tip on the other side too. Like this can flip over. Diane, my best advice to you is watch other people color. Kelly Taylor, amazing. Carrie Rhodes is pretty doggone good too. Right. It even, look, even if you were a pro colorist, I don't know that there'd be that much difference. I can't, I can't say for sure because I don't use Copics, but you know, most of us are not professional artists. We don't make our living from it. So on. My thumb has decided to do its thing. I shouldn't have had coffee. See my thumb? It's just kind of doing its own little thing. Crazy thumb. Okay, this is the last strawberry. Do it a little bit darker and change it up just a wee bit, because sometimes I forget what I'm doing. Alright, there's our strawberries. Let's put the R's back. Now the little flowers, I'm gonna do Y10 and E10, E010, I think. Just two colors. Y10, where are you? Y10, which is primrose. And my E's are over here. Brick beige and primrose. And this has the fine tip, so I'm going to come in with this brick beige and just kind of do the inner portions here. And then come in with the primrose. I think I'll use the brush marker for that. It looks a lot darker than it actually is. I think I'll need to shade in some areas too. We're going to do the greens last because that's where I'm going to have to be the most careful. Fill that in there. Put that in there. Fill that one. And that will lighten up some. Yeah, I like the bullet brush combo too. Oh yeah, at the roulette. I had fun. That was so much fun. Okay. Let's do some little lines here. Know if I'll fussy cut this or not. Probably not. I'm just using the two colors for this one, for these little flowers. And they're basically white, kind of a yellowy white, so see how it dries back. Yeah, the stamp, I haven't tried the Stampin' Up! Ones. Just have to practice, Melissa. Just keep doing it and it eventually comes to you. And just don't be hard on yourself because it's just paper. I never thought I would enjoy coloring ever. Resisted it for years. But there's so many stamps now that need to be colored. These little extra shadows here. Hi, Ramona. Yeah, I mean, okay, where was I here? Got myself distracted there. I might add a little bit of color into here. A little bit of maybe a kind of a pinky tone. Maybe. I'll think about it after I do the green. Well, I hope you all are having fun at Stamp Away. Saw some people were missing, that Elizabeth wasn't live last night or Monday night. Just throw a little pinky in there. And start off with coloring small images. I don't see the point in doing a whole blue sky in alcohol markers. I just feel like that's a waste of alcohol marker. But when you're doing small little images like this, there's not a lot to them. There's not a super lot of detail. I mean, some do. But pretty much they're pretty simple coloring. Ah, your coloring probably does not stink. I used to like to color in color books when I was a kid. I think we could blend out just a wee bit. I'm tempted to go over there and grab a pink marker. A really soft pink. Almost an orangey pink. See how I'm coming back over the same color and just deepening it down a little bit. Alright, let's see here. What do I have that I might... Let's try R080. Which is a pale cherry pink. And it does have the fine nib. Alright, I'm going to come with the first flower here. Just add some little bit of detail with the fine nib. I'll have to see how that dries back. I did take one of Meg's coloring classes. At the time, though, I didn't have the right colors, and so that was kind of frustrating. So it's barely discernible adding that extra, but I like it. As it dries back because it's such a light color. Okay, back to finishing these guys up. I want to kind of get them all the same. I bought, the first set I got for my birthday last year. I think my friend Chow, she's so generous, sent me like 100 and something set for my birthday combination retirement gift because I retired last August. And right now I'm thinking about getting a job because I can't afford my goodies anymore. I mean, I could, you know, but like I said, I'd have to go into debt for it. And like, I was looking at those Tim Holtz bags today. I'm thinking, I want those, but I'm like, am I really willing to pay an interest charge to have them? Oh yeah, Christmas cards for real. I did quite a few. I'll be doing a lot of Halloween and fall cards coming up because I've got a new release coming from Trinity Stamps. And so, you know, it's fall related. I'm excited. I love their products. It's so much fun working with them. You know, it's not, my styles have changed greatly over the years. For a while I was basically strictly, you know, Tim Holtz and grunge. But as I've gotten myself involved in design teams and stuff, I found that I enjoy other things too. Okay, that's an R. My main thing is to remember to put these back right away. This is an E, and that's always a problem for me. And this is a Y. Alright, now we need to get into our greens here. And I think I want the strawberry. Oh, let's look at our greens. There's not a lot of choices here in green. You're allergic to debt? Yeah. That's kind of my feeling too. Let's try GY5, GY4, and GY3. Okay, where are my GYs? Where's my G's? Okay. GY5, GY3. Alright, where's my GY4? Put this thing around. GY2. GY3, GY4, GY2. Why did I pick 5? GY4. GY2, okay. My card is tickling me. Okay, so I'm going to go in with my actually darkest tone just around the strawberries. Just around these guys. Very carefully. And I don't have a bullet nib for this, so I'm just barely touching my brush to it. I'm not even like worrying about shading or anything else. I'm just keeping it super simple. Just trying to stay in the lines. Not easy to do without getting your head in the way, by the way. I almost feel like I need a darker green here. Let me grab the GY5. Yeah, that's better. Even though I said I wasn't going to do any shading, I feel like it needs it to kind of go along with the rest of the coloring. Well, this is going to be a long video just because I'm coloring. Sorry about that. And I'm not worried about getting the green into the red. If you've ever watched Daniel West, he actually mixes the two to get a better red. It's pretty cool, actually. He's another one to watch if you want to learn to color. Yeah, I don't think kids would like grunge, no. Thank you, Dawn. Okay. So, of course, green and red is going to make brown, sort of. Daniel colors with Copics. We're getting there, though. Oh, you're watching as you craft. See, I can't do that. Although the other night, or last Friday night, I was watching Craft Roulette, and I was fussy cutting. And I just happened to be fussy cutting little animals out from the Kendra's Card Challenge bonus printable. And so the timing couldn't have been better for me to just go ahead and get my card done. Because I was watching in here in my craft room. Typically, I watch in my bedroom on my PC instead of my Mac because I just don't love my Mac for anything but graphics and doing videos. I just have a thing for being able to right click. I guess years of using a PC. Oops, I went outside the line there. That's okay. That's what white markers are for. Almost done with the strawberries. Thank you, Maddie. Oh, thank you, Diane. I appreciate that. Yeah, leave me a thumbs up. Appreciate it. Used to be it didn't matter if you left a thumbs down, but now it does. It really impacts whether or not your video gets recommended. And, you know, I mean, honestly, it is what it is. The main reason that I would want my videos to be recommended particularly would be if I were doing for design teams, because you know, when you are on a design team, you are a marketing tool. And, you know, the point is that, you know, they need to make money. And so many companies are going down. My favorite things, Lynn pointed out to me last night, is having a 60% store-wide sale off. So that tells me that there may be trouble. I could be wrong, just kind of a thought. My own little thinking there. Bye, Pam. Have fun. All right, let's get our leaves going now. And I think I want to stay off the darker color. We'll see. We'll see how that rolls. Well, I have to look back at these again. GY3, GY4 is the lightest. We'll start with GIY4. Just fill the whole thing in with the lightest color. GY3. Darker right around there. I have a cast shadow from the strawberry. That shadow going right there. Yeah, I'm happy with those two colors. I don't need any other color. See, here's where the leaf kind of went over. We're just going to have to live with that. And I'm going to go ahead and extend this leaf up to the flower. Oops, do not use the chisel end. And just kind of darken this edge around here, sort of blend that black in so you think it's supposed to be like that. I don't know. Look, last week, I don't know if Michael still has it, but I got the 48 mid-tone set for $39, I think. Of the where am I? Oh, I'm right here. Okay. The lightest. I get these could probably stand a little bit of yellow in them, but I'm not going to go through all that. They're fine like that. Gonna take a little while to get these leaves colored in. Here. And I like to, I mean, I could go all around and do one color and then come around and do the next color, but I like to do them right away so that they, you know, blend out right away while they're wet. And a little shadow around there. There. Here we are so far. Yeah, I don't care for the chisel tips too, but you, if you buy direct from Ohuhu, you can get the bullet. Let's see, or any of these. No, these are all my old stuff. You can get a bullet and brush, and that's what I bought. Oops, I think I went with the darker color first. All right. I'm scared to leave the lids off the markers. It's probably better to, oh no, this is the darker one, okay. All right, this leaf's gonna be darker. And honestly, I believe that these lemon leaves need an even darker shade on them. Yeah, that brought it right to life. This little bit of a darker green. Much better. What'd you think? Yeah, with Michael's you get rewards or coupons. Yep. I don't like leaving the tips off. I just have trouble with that. GY4, GY3. I have to look at these again because I don't remember. Because the ignore their numbers. Okay, GY4 is the lighter one. Oops. And GY3, that's GY5. GY3. See, if you look at these, you would think the GY5 wasn't darker than this one. So yeah, that's your swatching. You got to do that. Trying to extend this leaf over to that little part there. Just come around here and darken down that a bit, and it helps blend in where they kind of went over. Oh my gosh, speaking of time, look at where we are. GY4 was lighter than GY5. That's the only thing too about coloring. It's kind of zen because you really take your time with it. But before you know it, it's dinner time. You know what I mean? Yeah, Gloria, I remember when we had a baby shower for her. Let's see if I can hurry this along a little bit. Try and do a couple leaves at a time. We'll never have a card done. That's the only thing. If you don't take your time, you smooge. Oh, yummy. That sounds like a great lunch. In 2 weeks, your oldest son. My birthday's in 2 weeks, too. August 15th. I'll be, when I get older, losing my hair. That's all I'm going to say. If you're old enough to know that song, you know how old I'm going to be. A friend of mine messaged me today. It kind of freaked me out. She's like, you know, you visited me in my dream last night. And I'm like, oh God, I don't know if I like the sound of that, because what if that's a bad sign? You like watching ink dry? That's funny. That was truly a story of my life. Mike was a painter, and I, of course, helped him. And we did a lot of watching paint dry. So to finish this off, I typically would make sure everything's dry and then start adding shadows with my black chalk pencil. If I wasn't going to fussy cut it, but I don't know, I still don't know if I'm going to fussy cut it. We'll see. I'm certainly not going to cut out those inner parts. Oh, thank you, Chow. That's really sweet of you. Let's do this one too. Try and get these knocked out. Try and do 4 of them at once. Well, you know, not at once, but one color. And then the next, and then the next. And see if it still blends out nicely. It should be fine. Okay, I was here, so I'm going to add that shading right there. Add this little bit of shading. I still want to add glitter to this bad boy. I saw Pam posted in Elizabeth's group that Elizabeth had on a glittery shirt and gave her a hug. Ah, poor thing. Poor thing. Are so far. I'm not mad. I'll need to trim a little bit off to make it even there if I leave it flat. Okay, let's do 3 more at the same time. This is the one that I accidentally somehow double stamped. I'm not sure what happened there, but it seems to be okay. A lot of times when my pre-recorded videos, I've rushed through this, like speed it up 4 times, or don't show it at all. And just say, off camera, I colored this, because you can see how long it takes. So you're looking at an 11-minute video. It doesn't mean it didn't take an hour and a half. I've got one coming up and later in August that probably took me half the day, but it's a hot video, so it has to be less than, 10 minutes or less. So it's insane, the speeding up, but it's still a good video. So I'm looking here back from the post office. 97 degrees in Salem. Yeah, it's today was 100. It feels like 105. I don't know what it is right now because I'm in here. Okay, so see there where that leaf is muffed up? I'm gonna take my little micron pen and my 01, and I'm just gonna fix it. It like totally missed. Just fix it like that. And actually, I probably should have just extended these with the little micron pen instead of trying to do it with my markers. Okay, back to coloring. Did you guys see the little bags that Ranger made for Tim Holtz? Regina Grandma? Is that what I'm seeing? She's in the grandma group now. The new grandma group. I'm looking forward to tacos. Mike said he was making tacos, so we'll see if that actually materializes, though. If it doesn't, I'm having a bacon sandwich. So I was kind of able to cover up all that doubling except for right there on the lemon, and I'm going to take care of that with a white pen. I'll show you in a moment. Yeah, that's the thing, Mary, that I remember most about living in Oregon was the, you know, the afternoon thunderstorms that would cause the forest fires. There, that takes care of that. And I could also come along here and fix that. So, like I said, that's what white pens are for. Yield. No one will ever know there was a problem there. Get our last leaves. I wouldn't want to leave it on a white background though, so that's where I'm kind of torn. Whether I want to fussy cut this out or not. I don't want to fussy cut it out. Those spaces right there would be a nightmare. Bye, Chow. Right, there's no problem. Thanks for coming. Thanks for this, what's it called again? Stamp and Spin. Look at there. Where I was. Looks like I'm all the way around though. I like to fussy cut. I could do like a light blue in between here and then just no. Let's get the Astro paste out and finish this off, and then I will make it into a card off camera. I'm going to get do I want to use a little brush? I think I do. Just gonna grab a little brush here. And I'm just gonna brush some of this on. Not too heavy, just a little bit. I'm not gonna use my fingers. Did anybody catch Simon Hurley on Jennifer McGuire's Hanging with Heroes last night? So this doesn't come off afterwards, like it doesn't flake off or anything. You only need a tiny bit and just spread it out, because I don't need it to be like a complete piece of glitter here. I just want a little bit of glittery shine. Yummy, Gloria. That sounds delicious, a strawberry lemonade muffin. I love strawberry lemonade. It's probably my favorite thing to drink, actually. I pretty much like lemon anything. I have in my fridge from Costco a lemon tiramisu. You guys, stop it. It is so good. So it's got, it's almost like Nilla wafers in it. I'm not sure, but it's got whipped cream. Oh my gosh. It's heaven, heaven, heaven. But I also like lemon blueberry. And then when I lived in Oregon, I used to make this lemon huckleberry bread, but you can't get huckleberries here. And they're not that easy to get in Oregon either. Probably easier to get in Idaho. If you got huckleberries in Oregon, at least where I lived in Southern Oregon, you got them from somebody that probably had a competition with a bear to get them. You have to be out right at the exact time. Yeah, he was sweet on there. I know he gets really nervous doing live, but he didn't seem nervous at all. Of course, he wasn't performing, he was just talking, so there's that. Okay. I just want all the sparkle and shine here. And then when I'm done here, I will immediately wash out my brush. Let's get the strawberries. And I'm gonna get them with bee sting. If you haven't tried Astro Paste, I highly recommend it. It's super cool. I like the consistency. It's really easy to use. It goes through a stencil beautifully. Just wash your stencils right away. This is going to just have that extra added sparkle to it that doesn't have to rub off on the recipient's hands or fall on their floor and make a mess of their craft room. It's hard to kind of show the shine in the camera. Okay, let's get our leaves. Yeah, the paint. Oh, hi Amalia. The paintbrush is really handy. Now this is later Gator, so it is more of a cool green, where these greens I've used here are more of a warmer green, but that's okay. I'm using it thin enough that it won't matter. Maybe, come to think of it, a better choice might have been the, come on brain, favorite color of Simon Hurley, and I can't think of it, Tropical Tango. Hopefully he comes out with more coordinating colors. Maybe some of the neons. Oops, I don't want that little red speckle there. I mean, it wouldn't kill anything, but... on the flowers, I think I'll do the white color, which isn't sparkly like these. It's a little different. Yeah, yesterday I was doing a voiceover and somebody accidentally hit the call button on Messenger, and I do my voiceovers on my iPad, and my iPad has Messenger. I don't have it on my iPhone because I don't want interruptions during my videos, but it kept stopping my recording, and I'm like, come on, what's going on here? I didn't know what was happening. Like, why is my recording keep stopping? And then I kept getting the message that there was a video call, and I'm like, why would there be a video call? Okay, I have dropped a goober there. Let's get that off. Oh, might like the goobers in the center of those flowers, come to think of it. The gold. So you can brush this on with an old paintbrush or brush it on with a silicone brush. It's too small to do with my fingers. I'd have it everywhere. Okay, and I'm just wiping it off on my yoga pants. Oh, tomorrow's a coloring video? Okay. Her channel is Shanna Makes It. Let's just do some of this gold in the centers of these flowers. And this will, it looks creamy, but the creamy part will dry clear. Okay, let's get that white out and then we'll be done. That's what we're gonna call that done. Yes, exactly. My pants are, well, if you saw these, they're like 10 years old. They are covered in paint, holes, glue, glitter, everything. They're my work clothes. We're gonna use this frostbite on the flowers. Oh, thanks, Kelly. And it's just going to add more texture than anything, a little bit of shine. It's got a little bit of sparkle to it, but not a bunch. So I'm just kind of putting it in the middle part of these little flowers. Just so everything's kind of even in texture. And you could pour glitter on top if you wanted to, and it would stick. Like the Tim Holtz glitter, the Clear Rock Candy. Got a little red speckle on there. This is a Royal Langnickel brush that I use for pastes and stuff. This would have looked really pretty also with some Lunar paste in the cookie dough. But that's this far enough. I think I'm all the way around. No, I'm not. It's hard to see this one. Yeah, it's going to be super sparkly. You need more wine. Good reason to watch Jay for the more wine part. Okay. So we have now, depending on what light you hold it in, our super sparkly wreath done with the Ohuhu markers and this stamp set, which is called Botanical Fruit 666611, and my new toy, which is the Stamp and Spin from Sizzix. Oh, right on, Kelly. I thank everybody for coming and hanging out, and thanks for people watching the replay. Appreciate you. I'll complete this card probably tomorrow after my live with Dawn, and post it on my community tab so that you guys can see the completed card. But I've gone like 30 minutes over what I typically do. Let me get this really close. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for coming, Kelly. I'm glad you could make it. I'm glad you didn't have to work out today, too. Take it easy, my friend. Take care, everyone. Let's make sure that I end this properly. So I'm going to end broadcast.